Yeah, what's going on with y'all boys, man? CJ back with another video. We back out here on the 6'7" center build. Now, I've been showing y'all how good the rebounding is, the defense and all that, but today I'm going to be showing y'all more of the offensive side. So these 2 games I had 30 plus points. I'm just going to be showing y'all more offense in these clips. So starting off the first clip, right down the middle, easy oop. Man, this build right here, the finishing, if you got a team that's going to throw you oops, it's going to be easy buckets every time. And then once you get in the paint, the standing dunks, I got a 90 standing dunk. Look, you're going to see right here, I cut right down the middle. Once you're down in the paint like that, it's a standing dunk 90% of the time. When I first made the build, my first experience with standing dunk, I didn't think it was that important. I'm like, it's alright, it works from time to time. But as soon as I upgraded it from gold to Hall of Fame, that rise up from gold to Hall of Fame, I started getting a lot more standing dunks. So if you do have a plus max 1 and you got gold rise up, go ahead and upgrade it to Hall of Fame. Another important thing is, of course, having your dunk packages. The one that I use, the one that I like the most actually, is Giannis. Giannis gives you some really good standing dunk animations, but also Ben Simmons. But look, like I said, once I'm in the paint like that, it's a bucket every time, even if it's a big man. I had 7-foot bigs like right up on my back. If you in the paint like that, it's a dunk. And if you use the standing dunk meter, it's gonna increase your chances of getting a dunk off. This build, as well as getting standing dunks, also gets driving dunks and contact dunks as well. Now, I will say silver posterizer for me is very underwhelming. I don't get a lot of dunks. So if you feel the same way, you might want to use your plus max 1 on posterizer as well to get it gold. Because as far as driving dunks go, it's been very underwhelming for me. I don't get a lot of contact dunk animations. And there's times where I'm trying to use the dunk meter, not even trying to force it. Like, I feel like I got somebody beat and I'm trying to use the dunk meter, I get taken right out of the animation. So that might have something to do with speed as well. That could be a problem because this build has no speed right now. I'm assuming that's a speed with ball issue. It does go to a 68 where I get lightning launch on bronze, so we'll see. Maybe once I get my speed with ball up, my opinion will change on that. But as of right now, with no speed, the drive and dunk is, I want to say useless. It's not useless, but there's a lot of times where I think I'm supposed to be getting a dunk and I'm not, or I'll try to use the dunk meter and I'm getting bumped right out of my dunk animation. But I did hear that gold posterizer works very well. And look at this, I tell my teammates all the time, wait for me to get right under the basket, hit me, it's an easy dunk every time. But back to what I was saying, so once I get my plus max 1 at level 30, I'm gonna get my posterizer on gold, and then I'll update y'all on that. Maybe my driving dunks will work a lot more. Now, I'm not saying I don't get driving dunks a lot. Like, if I'm open, I'm gonna get it. It's more so in traffic, and by traffic, I don't mean when someone's right up on me. I mean like someone's running to the hoop with me, I got him beat, I'll hold square, I'm going for a layup. That's what I mean by that. But I did hear that gold posterizer works well, like I said. But I'll keep y'all updated. I just got some more dunk packages on the build. I'm getting used to the dunk meter, so you know, with more experience with that, and once I get the badge gold, I'll keep y'all updated and tell y'all if it's good. Now, one badge that has been very disappointing for me is Aerial Wizard. For oops, it works a lot, but for putbacks, I do not get putbacks at all. And when I do trigger the animation, it's a layup. I don't. That's the whole reason why I went with the 89 driving dunk. I mean, the contact dunks was cool, but also I wanted to get putback dunks. I am not getting putback dunks the way I thought I would. I didn't think I was gonna come out here crazy contact putback dunks, but man, there's times like last year I was getting putback dunks. This year I've probably got like 2 in total. I could need a higher driving dunk. I don't know. I have an 89. I feel like 89 should be enough. But one thing I will say is I do get a lot of layup animations off putbacks. Like, I can trigger the animation, but a lot of the times when I do get there for a putback, it's a layup. But of course, this is when there's people in the paint. It's through traffic, so it's kind of hard to get a dunk off when there's people in the paint. But there are times where I do get the animation to go up for a putback. It's a layup. Now, the problem with that is I have no driving layup. I can get to a 70, so maybe that'll change. But as of right now, with no driving layup, if you don't have driving layup, you're going to have a terrible time with the badge, because there's so many putback layups that I miss. Like, I get way more putback layup animations than I do dunks, and when I do go for the layup, I miss every time, which is crazy because I make contested driving layups more than I make a wide open putback layup. So as of right now, the Aerial Wizard badge is okay, but maybe once I upgrade my driving layup, then I'll get more putback layups to go in. And here's an example of my driving layup working. So right here, I'm cutting back door, he's on my back, I make the layup. I have no driving layup, it's not upgraded, I make that. But if I go for a wide open putback layup, I'm missing it. It doesn't make sense. I have Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard, I should not miss it. So that's why I'm disappointed with the badge, because I have no driving layup, but I can't make a wide open putback layup. But I have no driving layup, I go for a contact layup and I make that. It just doesn't make sense to me. I've made way more driving layups and contested layups than I have wide open putbacks. Now you might be thinking, oh, maybe it's your close shot. It's not, because my close shot's upgraded. My driving layup isn't upgraded, and I'm pretty sure you can still get Aerial Wizard with no driving dunk but having a layup. I think, I'm not too sure. So it just doesn't make sense to me that I'm missing wide open putback layups but making contested layups. It just doesn't make sense. But outside of that, I do have a lot of fun with the build. It's really just the Aerial Wizard. Like, the driving dunk is still cool. I still like having driving dunk, and of course I can upgrade it to get gold posterizer, so that will make it even better. It's just the Aerial Wizard. So if you do decide to make a build like this, if you don't care about getting contact dunks, you might as well just kind of low-key forget the putback dunk. So you can probably still get some putback dunks off when you're wide open. I would go like a 75 driving dunk, or 65 if you really want to cut it down that low, but I'll go like 75, you still get oops. You still, you know, be able to dunk the ball when you're open. But if you want to get contact dunks, of course, you got to go to like the 89 or 87. And as far as the standing dunks go, I have not been disappointed at all. I actually recommend having a standing dunk. Like before, I would have been like, yeah, you can get away with it, which you can. But if you want to score a lot more, definitely have that standing dunk. I told y'all, once I get in the paint and it's just me in the hoop and someone's on the side of me or behind me, I'm getting that standing dunk off. So I do recommend that 90 standing dunk for gold rise up, and then use your plus max one to put a Hall of Fame. Or if you have enough attribute points, just put it straight Hall of Fame. I think it's the 95 standing dunk for Hall of Fame. Go straight Hall of Fame, and then maybe even use your plus max one to put it on legend. But you can see here in these clips, I'm scoring like 35, close to 40 points off just straight standing dunks. Now something that's not offense related, I'm gonna talk about defense real quick. If you really want to be an undersized center, you want to protect the paint and guard bigs, especially bigs that's gonna try to drop step you need interior defense. Right now I have a 74, so if you have seen in my live, sometimes there's a big man that backs me down. That's because my interior defense is too low right now. So you need a higher interior defense. What interior defense does is it stops back down animations, it stops the drop steps, and it helps you contest layups in the paint. So if you are undersized center, 6'7", you probably want to go with 88, which gives you just enough to get gold post lockdown, and then you can use your plus max one to get that to Hall of Fame. Now another interesting thing about perimeter defense, you low-key might be able to get away with no perimeter defense at all. Maybe. I'm not saying you can, but there's a chance, right? So if y'all know that YouTube channel, I think it's called 2K Toots or NBA2K Labs, one of the two pages, you know they do tests and things like that with the attributes. So what they found is perimeter defense, of course, you know, it helps you get cut off animations, things like that. You can still get cut off animations without perimeter defense. There's two other attributes that help with perimeter defense. That's having strength and agility. Strength is going to help you get cut off animations, and agility is your lateral quickness. So you can maybe, I'm not saying you can, but there's a chance that you can get away with no perimeter defense and make these builds even crazier. I wouldn't do it, because one thing that perimeter defense does give you that agility and strength don't is a contest. Having perimeter defense, as well as giving you cut off animations, the one thing it does, like I said, it allows you to get a contest on jump shots on the perimeter. But as you know, to make some builds better in certain areas, you need to sacrifice some things. So keep in mind, that's one thing you can't sacrifice is perimeter defense. And of course, you know, people will shoot over you from time to time, but it really don't happen that much in rec. As you've seen in previous years, people going no perimeter defense in rec with centers. So it's a thing to think about. But also, if you just want to be a better defender, strength and agility, of course, helps along with perimeter defense. I also get asked a lot, what's a better height for an undersized center, 6'7" or 6'8". 6'7" gets more attribute points. It's a more well-rounded build. You probably get more offense and a little bit more defense on the 6'7", whereas 6'8", you got less attribute points, but you're taller, you get a higher block cap. So I would say 6'8" is better for interior defense, and the 6'7" is better for like an all-around defender and, you know, being able to score a little bit more. But if you don't care too much about scoring and you want to be someone who's going to snag rebounds and protect the paint very well, go 6'8". 6'8" is a better rebounder, of course, because it's taller and you still get the same vertical cap and speed. And if you really want to get crazy, you can make a 6'6" power forward. Now this year, the 6'6" locks are the best height to go. No matter what type of lock you're trying to make, 6'6" is the perfect height. Now if you do want to be a 6'6" power forward, you get way more attribute points. You can have high interior defense, high perimeter defense. You can have a steal, have about an 80 block, and still have like a 92 defensive rebound. And if y'all wanted to know how to make a build like that, I do have a build on my channel. It's a 6'6" power forward. It gets all those stats I just mentioned. It gets contact dunks, 90 standing dunk, got high interior defense, perimeter defense, steal. It's really a crazy build, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna put the link in the description for this build and the 6'6" power forward. But alright y'all, the video's coming to an end, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out here. Thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.